Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. Judging from that, you can already tell what we're going to talk about. And I gotta say, the aftershock of this movie is amazing. Are we eating good with movies at this current point in time, or what? With that being said, it's time to talk movie. And this week, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Directed by Wes Bell, we follow the new ape as Caesar died in the last one, and this is many years ahead. His name is Noah. He's part of this eagle clan, and there's a big thing that happens, so he goes on this journey, and he tries to discover more life, a new world, seeing what's out there. Basically, this journey leads him to question everything, not just with ape kind, but with humankind as well, and trying to merge them into a new and better world. I gotta admit, this movie is pretty heart-wrenching, and it really goes back into the primal bonds that you see here. You don't have to be a human being just to get that feeling of being close or bonded, or like you're part of something bigger than just yourself. Feelings, people! Never thought I would cry over monkeys at war. The visual effects in this movie are unbelievable, especially with the motion capture and all the different environments and all the CGI. It's crisp, and I love it. There's one thing that I like about the Planet of the Apes films. It's that the roles are kind of reversed. Like, the humans are the minority here. The apes are slowly making themselves a well-kept society, whereas humans are kind of on the decline. And you see that very evidently here. I gotta admit, once I finished watching this movie, I was starting to act like an ape. The casting is near spot on here. I mean, Kevin Durand does a stellar job at being Proximus Caesar. He's also got my ADHD going crazy with, "What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day!" I can't do it like him, but you get the point. William Macy is in this film.
Well, yeah.
I must admit, I was not expecting that, and I also was not expecting him to be a prick in this movie.
Oh, for Christ's sake here.
I also like how I was talking about with humans being the minority, that you can definitely feel that vibe that this is the world, well, the planet of the apes. Like, it's abundantly clear that the humans are the ones that are the animals, the scavengers now, versus the apes are a well-kept society. I gotta give props, dummy. Got to give props to Owen Teague, who played Noah. Really carried this role here practically on his back, and he did a stellar job. I feel like the interactions between Noah and May, who was the predominant human in this film, their interactions, although keeping it light, were strong and meaningful every time they were on screen together. And I don't know if it's just me, but this is probably one of the best film franchises that have rarely any humans actually on screen. Do not talk to me about Avatar, because I don't want to hear it. Movies like the Planet of the Apes films goes to show that it doesn't have to always be a human behind and in front of the camera. It can be an ape. I'm having way too much fun with this. I love in this film how they show the struggle when you lose your people, the next person to lead. If that becomes you, are you able to carry the weight? Noah knows that he has to be the one to now carry that burden, but he doubts himself. He second guesses himself. Having the courage to step up to the mantle and lead is a completely different battle than the war going on between apes and humans. Hell, even apes and apes. But the ending really felt like it was full circle and satisfying, as he was taking in everything from the beginning all the way to the end, and it just felt like such a satisfying payoff to the entirety of the film. I gotta be honest, I went into it without any expectation as to how it would be. I like the Planet of the Apes films. They're alright. They're entertaining. But this one had a strong story. This one had such a journey where you almost want to like be an ape and fight alongside Noah. But this is a movie, and you and I are not animorphs. All that being said, I'm giving Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes a 4.25 out of 5. That is great. We got Fall Guy from last week. If you haven't seen it, click the card up here. And we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in the 4s. Still waiting on that 5 out of 5, but we'll get there. I really enjoyed this movie for a Planet of the Apes. I wasn't going into it expecting anything, and I was left thoroughly pleased. So go see this movie, enjoy the time, have a banana while you're there. Just kidding. I was on Twitter the other day, and somebody was speaking about this movie, and he said,
I loved it. I mean, they were speaking like real apes.
I don't know if you know this, buddy. Come here. They don't speak in real life. Goofy. In other movie and TV talk, how about X-Men 97? That finale was insane. I actually loved it a lot. Cameos were crazy. The action, the animation. But that's all I got to say for this week. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.